My boss said headsets are not allowed in the office. This happened in 2015. So a long time ago. Aside from my actual job, I was assigned as the document custodian and the secretariat for our office's ISO certification. My boss was the office's quality manager, so she leads the internal audits. Whenever we have an audit, we usually take an entire day of meeting to discuss the results the next day. My boss has assigned me the drafting of the minutes to this whole day discussion. And mind you, she wants detailed minutes. We don't just write what was agreed upon. She wanted me to capture the debate and rejected suggestions before that. Suffice to say, I need to listen to a recording to draft the 10-15 page long document. One day, while I was drafting this minutes, I did not realize that she was calling me. I was so engrossed in the headset and was intently listening to the recording that I did not hear her until she has risen up and walked to my desk. This annoyed her. She did not realize I was listening to the recording. She thought I was merely listening to music. She nagged at me in front of the whole office for needing to be called 5 times and being so unresponsive. Then, right there and then, she angrily announced to everyone that nobody is allowed to use their headset anymore. She even strutted to the IT room to tell the IT guys to quit using their headsets as well. Being the obedient assistant that I am, I took off my headset, then connected my computer to the speaker. Then listened to recording at full volume of voices of everyone in the office debating and talking about the audit. The worse, I was not just listening to the conversations in the meeting. Sometimes I would stop, then replay certain parts of the recording at least 5 times to capture what was being said. Everyone in my immediate vicinity just could not stop snickering. Some of the teams across the office who had no idea what happened asked what was going on, annoyed that they can't focus at work. Some people are cringed by their voices. I just told them it is a new policy and they just have to live with it. My boss, on the other hand, pretended she wasn't hearing anything. I did this for a few days, until it got old and I finally returned to using my headset. WTF? Yelling at IT? That's an interesting move. Walking over to your desk for a conversation instead of shouting across the office must have been rough on her. Your poor boss. 2015. So a long time ago. Pleading face. I've worked in quite a few jobs that wouldn't allow headphones. After I stopped working those jobs, I found out that headphones are American Disability Act reasonable accommodations for people with ADHD. I have diagnosed ADHD. I could have been so much more productive so many more times if I had known that, and had gone to HR to get those accommodations. Its response: did you put in a ticket for that? Single quote. Seriously though, she has no power over what IT does or doesn't do. Had a guy named Clyde in IT, who pretty much ran the show. One afternoon the entire system went down for hours. I later asked him about it, and he said he was bored and wanted the afternoon off to fix it. This happened in 2015, so a long time ago. Stares blankly in 48-year-old. Ooh, you do not yell at IT for an issue that is both not their problem and not their fault. Did she even have that kind of authority over IT? Can confirm. That is the fastest way to get put at the slowest rate for issue resolution that isn't a full stoppage. I would not have stopped doing it until people started quitting and pointing it out as a reason. I forgot 2015 was a long time ago. IDK why I'm posting this, it just came to mind. You were a racehorse? Secretariat was a racehorse that won the Triple Crown decades ago. A secretary works in an office. Manglement is not always any good at considering consequences. That's funny. I work in IT and I have been providing my company with headphones for a decade. If some rando manager came and told me this, I would say, okay, sure, your department doesn't get to have headphones. No problem. You're not in charge of any other department, including IT, so you can piss right off with the rest of this request.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.